Ever think you were really meant to live in another decade? Another century? Another millennium? These historical TV series are so transporting that, depending on what you're into, you can watch them and feel like you're riding in a carriage in Regency England, fighting alongside Highlander rebels in 18th century Scotland, or chatting with the buzziest avant-garde artists in 1980s New York City. Welcome to our channel where we bring you the latest and greatest in TV shows. In this video, we'll be counting down the top 10 best historical TV series you must watch in 2024. If you're a fan of American or England TV show, you won't want to miss out on these historical TV shows that are sure to become instant classics. With TV showing sub available, you won't have to worry about missing a beat. We've searched far and wide for the best historical TV shows 2024 has to offer, so you can be sure you're getting the cream of the crop. From romantic comedies to historical epics, there's something for everyone on this list of the best historical TV shows 2024. With so many amazing TV shows in 2024, it's hard to narrow down the list to just 10. But we've done our best to highlight the very best historical TV shows 2024 has to offer, so you won't have to spend hours searching for your next binge-worthy show. So sit back, relax, and get ready to discover the best historical TV series of 2024. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more great TV shows and movies. Here is our number 10. Number 10 of our list is The Queen's Gambit. Beth Harmon, Anya Taylor-Joy, a child prodigy turned chess champion, is technically a fictional character, but real-life chess grandmasters consulted on the story. An adaptation of Walter Tevis' novel of the same name, The Queen's Gambit, set largely in the swinging 60s, is stylish, smart, and chic, with costumes and sets that are as mesmerizing as Beth's chess moves. In the 1950s in Lexington, Kentucky, a 9-year-old Beth, having lost her mother in a car crash, is taken to an orphanage where she is taught chess by the building's custodian, Mr. Shable. As was common at the time, the orphanage dispenses daily tranquilizer pills to the girls to balance their disposition, 7-8, which turns into an addiction for Beth. She quickly becomes a strong chess player due to her visualization skills. A few years later, Beth is adopted by childless suburban couple Alma and Alston Wheatley. As she adjusts to her new home, Beth enters a chess tournament and wins despite having no prior experience in competitive chess. Alma is initially resistant to Beth's interest in chess. But after Beth wins her first tournament, Alma is fully supportive of her adoptive daughter's sojourns to enter various chess competitions. Beth develops friendships with several people, including former Kentucky state champion Harry Beltic, United States national champion Benny Watts, and journalist and fellow player D.L. Towns. As Beth rises to the top of the chess world and reaps the financial benefits of her success, her drug and alcohol dependency worsens. With help from her oldest friend Jolene, whom she grew up with in the orphanage, she prepares for a major international chess tournament against the world's best players in Moscow. Number 9. 2 of our list is Outlander. Mark me, traveling through time doesn't get any sexier than the way Claire Randall and Jamie Fraser do it. The series, based on author Diana Gabaldon's Outlander novels, starts in post-World War II Inverness, Scotland. But before long, the clock mysteriously winds back to the 1743 Scottish Highlands, pre-Battle of Culloden. That's not the only stop on Jamie and Claire's journey, decade or continent, but the suspense is part of the fun, so we're stonewalling. Number 8 of our list is Versailles. There's decadence here, and lots of it. More than a century before the torch-wielding masses would come for Marie Antoinette and her husband, Louis XVI, it was his ancestor, the Sun King, Louis XIV, who expanded the Palace of Versailles into a gilded masterpiece. This series shines a light on the Sun King's reign, the monarchy's troubles, and plenty of NSFW new palace intrigue. Plus, the series' pitch-perfect opening credits, both the song, outro by M83, and the graphics, will live in your head rent-free now and forever. In the wake of the Fronde in 1667, the French nobility had begun to defy and disobey the monarchy. Young King Louis XIV decides to move the court from the Château de Saint-Germain-en-Laye near Paris to his father's former hunting lodge near the hamlet of Versailles as a means to force their submission. As Louis renovates and expands his new palace of Versailles, the nobles, displaced from their usual surroundings, but compelled to accompany the king, become embroiled in increasingly dangerous intrigues. Number 7 of our list is Call the Midwife. Travel back in time to London's East End during the post-war baby boom with the nurses, midwives, and nuns who work at non-natives' house. The show's 11 seasons follow the many midwives who dedicate their lives to helping the most vulnerable women in their community receive the best medical care possible as they bring new life into the world. Call the Midwife is based on the best-selling memoirs by Jennifer Worth. Number 6 of our list is The King's Affection. When the Crown Prince's consort gives birth to twins, the twins are considered an ominous sign, and the order is sent to kill the daughter. To save her, she is secretly sent out of the palace. A few years later, the twin son Li Wai dies due to a disease. To hide her twin son's death, the mother brings back the daughter and raises her as Prince Li Wai. Li Wai eventually becomes a crown prince. Fearing that her real identity will be revealed, Li Wai is unable to have anyone close to her and hides her emotions from others, making biting remarks. Although she distances herself, she starts developing feels for Young Ji-woon, her teacher who comes from a noble family. Young Ji-woon is a teacher from the Crown Prince Saikangwon, a government office for the sole purpose of educating crown princes. He is described as a handsome man who is bold, persevering, and tenacious, but also tends to take life as it comes and lives free from worldly concerns as an optimist who enjoys life. As the son of a government official in the Sahianbu, an investigative government office, his future seemed clearly set out for him. However, there was a reason that he chose to go his own path and leave the easy road behind. Number 5 of our list is The Law According to Lydia Poet. This period piece, which mixes crime, drama, and romance, is based on the true story of Italy's first woman lawyer, Lydia Poet, Matilda de Angelis. After she finds herself disbarred due to a misogynistic court judgment that bars women from practicing law, Lydia is determined to change the system. Throughout the series, she investigates murders and fights for her right to practice law with help from her older brother Enrico, Pierluigi Pacino, who's also an attorney, and Jacopo, Eduardo Scarpetta, an alluring journalist who helps put a spotlight on Lydia and her fight for gender equality. Number 4 of our list is All the Light We Cannot See. It's 1945 and the Nazi regime is about to fall. Marie-Laure, Aria Mia Loberti, a blind French girl, and her father, Daniel LeBlanc, Mark Ruffalo, have fled German-occupied Paris, seeking refuge in Saint-Malo, France. It's here that Marie-Laure's story crosses paths with that of an unlikely companion, Werner, Louis Hoffmann, a brilliant and sensitive German teenager who was enlisted in Hitler's regime to track down illegal radio broadcasts. Number 3 of our list is Vikings, Valhalla. This series takes place over 1,000 years ago and follows some of the most famous Vikings who ever lived, including the explorer Leif Erikson, Sam Corlett, his sister Freydis Eriksdotter, Frida Gustafsson, and Nordic prince Harald Sigurdsson. At this time, tensions between the Vikings and the British have reached a boiling point and they may be on the brink of war. To complicate matters further, the Vikings themselves are clashing over their conflicting Christian and pagan beliefs. As they navigate these conflicts, Eriksson, Eriksdotter, and Sigurdsson embark on an epic journey to battlefields ranging from the Danish settlement Kattegat to England and beyond. Number 2 of our list is The Last Kingdom. Uhtred, the son of a nobleman, is captured and raised by Danes. Once he grows up, he has to choose whom he will protect, the land where he grew up or the people who raised him as their own. Number 1 of our list is Vikings. Vikings is a historical drama television series created and written by Michael Hurst. A co-production between Canada and Ireland, the series originally aired on the History Channel, premiering on March 3, 2013 and concluding on December 30, 2020, when the second half of the 6th season was released in its entirety on Amazon Prime Video in the Republic of Ireland, ahead of its broadcast on History in Canada from January 1 to March 3. 2021, a sequel series, titled Vikings, Valhalla, premiered on Netflix on February 25, 2022. It is inspired by the sagas of Ragnar Lodbrok, a Viking who is one of the best-known legendary Norse heroes and notorious as the scourge of Anglo-Saxon England and West Francia. The show portrays Ragnar as a farmer from the Kattegat who rises to fame by raiding England and eventually becomes a Scandinavian king, with the support of his family and fellow warriors. In the later seasons, the series follows the fortunes of his sons and their adventures in England, Scandinavia, Kievan Rus, the Mediterranean and North America. Thank you for watching.